Hey everyone, Hollisburg33 back with another video. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be mostly Topps cards, and what Topps started doing probably around the middle of 2000s was inserting reprints that you see over here of their more famous cards from the years past, and they also started doing current players in more of a vintage style of card, without the high gloss and the cardboard, or the high gloss and the card, back to the cardboard backing and everything. It's a really interesting change that happened in the hobby, because you had like towards the end of the 90s, you had all the card companies for the most part going into a more high gloss card and a quality card away from the cardboard standard issue card from the 70s and the 80s and early 90s, as we had seen in previous videos. And they went into, like I said, the more high gloss finish cards and stuff. And then about the mid 2000s, they said, we're going to go back to that and kind of do a retro feel to our cards and include some of the more famous cards, like we were saying. So first, we will take a look at the retro, more famous cards from Topps card sets. And some of these have the high gloss finish, but generally speaking, most of them don't. These aren't sorted by year or anything. They're just, like I said, more famous cards from the sets in recent past. So we start off. Mostly of these are Hall of Famers or guys that have been pretty popular and had had a long career. As you can see, they have the Archives logo, which I guess is a big set now in 2020, from what I've seen from people who are in the sport or the hobby. They're hard to keep on the shelves, the Topps Archives. So that's basically what these are. So we'll take a look at some of these. Starting out first, we have Willie McCovey, the Giants first baseman, Hall of Famer. We move on to Phil Rizzuto. Who was a Hall of Famer, I believe. I don't know who this is, Howie Paulette or Paulette. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him, so I don't know about him. Roy Smalley, another one from the Milwaukee Braves. Another one I haven't heard of. Monte Irvin, heard of him. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Reggie Smith, another one I've never heard of him. So Earl Weaver, heard of him. He was fairly famous as a manager of the Orioles. Jim Bunning, I believe he went on to be either a congressman or a senator, but you can see Flair was doing it as well. They called it Flair tradition. Dave Concepcion, heard of him. Not a Hall of Famer, but I've heard of him. Jim Palmer. Orlando Cepeda. Bert Campaneris. Luis Aparicio. Frank Robinson. And again, I wish this was a 58 card, but it's obviously, as you can see, it's a heritage or an archive or whatever you want to call it. Ron Santo. Mickey Rivers. I've never heard of him, so I don't know if he was any good. If you guys are watching these and you're an old school baseball fan and know who these players are, please tell me. Like I said, the ones I don't know, I will definitely point out. Raleigh Fingers, that classic mustache. Lou Brock. Vita Blue. Ray Knight. Al Oliver in a Dodgers uniform. Or Bucko, I believe. Joe Pignatano, I'm not sure how to say that last name. Never heard of him, so I don't know anything about him. Doug DeSenses. And Duke Snyder. Oh, and one more. Sorry. And a Mike Schmidt card. Celebrating Home Run Club. Now, I don't know if that was a vintage card, but it's got, as you can see, these all have like the old, for the most part, the old cardboard backing to them. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if this was considered an archive or if it was just like a celebratory card. Not sure about that one, but again, it has that cardboard backing. It's actually a postcard, so it must have been a promotional card. I wasn't aware of that at the time. I didn't see the Post logo on it. I had just seen the Topps logo and thought it was a Topps card. So, yeah. So then, like I said, they attempted to do the same thing with the more modern stars of the time and give them that throwback appeal, throwback look. Here we have Adrian Beltre. This is a Bowman card, obviously. Joe Mauer. But these also have the cardboard backing too, as you can see. Most of them. Miguel Cabrera, I believe that's a rookie card. Zach Greinke. Adam Dunn. Benny Santiago. It looks like Bowman was the one that kind of went and did this with their set, the whole set actually. So I don't know if this is just a Bowman thing, but Jim Thome, CC Sabathia, Michael Young, Andres Galarraga, Javi Lopez, Dave Justice, Bobby Abreu, Jimmy Rollins, Jeff Kent, Jose Reyes, and then Cracker Jack did it too. You can only get these cards, I believe, in boxes of Cracker Jack. They used to do like they did back in the day when probably your parents were, if your parents ever collected cards, you could find them in Cracker Jack boxes. I thought that, I like this idea. I thought this was cool. So, Vlad Guerrero. I believe this one is a sticker because it's, well, maybe not. It's just it's a real thin feel to it. Anyway, Johnny Damon, Randy Johnson, Lance Berkman, CC Sabathia, Todd Helton, and another Lance Berkman. But the upper, you can see here, Upper Deck got into it too. Upper Deck Vintage. But anyway, yeah. For me, I don't know. I like the old time cards, the old timers, not the more modern look. I don't care for these ones, but I do like these old school ones because I think they're interesting because it gives you, like for the new collectors, you can see, I like to throw back the old uniforms that they show and the old logos as well. I think that's cool. So those are pretty cool ideas, and I would definitely purchase more of these Topps archives if I could find them, or if I was into the hobby where I was purchasing now. But unfortunately, I don't do that. I try to trade and buy from flea markets and stuff. But these would definitely be cards I would look for because I think they're pretty cool looking. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the old school archive heritage look, or do you prefer the new players with the old school look to the card? So yeah, let me know what you guys prefer, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Thanks. Oh, and just as a side note, as always, follow me on Twitter at Harlensburg33 and Instagram as well. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care.